Alright, I got home from work. Figured I'd come out and show you what we got here. Um, they got these raised beds out of the back of the truck and laid them out here temporarily. We're collecting cardboard. Got a little bit of cardboard there that came from the box that the lawnmower came in. And of course I've been putting the trash in the back of the truck there to haul it off. And that's why I started calling this truck the dumpster, because we bought it from somebody else. It's a 2007 Dodge Ram. But anyway, here's some cedar. See the little cedar pieces. Anyway, Kenneth went back in here and cut down some cedar, and that's part of what we burned in the fire the other night. But anyway, the reason I ended up calling this the dumpster was because, that little slide out thing here, wouldn't slide out because there was so much trash underneath it. There's still some trash in here, but I've been bagging it up. I already got one bag of trash there. But I'm going to clean this up a little bit better. And there's fishing gear back here. Like, you see different pieces of fishing gear. So I've been going through it and keeping the things that I need to keep or want to keep and throwing away the trash. But it was so bad. This thing slides in and out on these rails here. Can't reach it. There we go. And it had so much trash underneath it I couldn't get that thing to slide out. But I'm gonna be doing some work to that thing to get it to work a little bit better. But this is a dumpster. This is the red dumpster, and over there's green dumpster. Yeah, it's funny, people come up with nicknames for their cars, and that's just what we ended up with. But anyway, let me get back to this. I'm excited. I know it's today, it's the end of May, so we're a month behind on our gardens. But that's because I've transitioned. My family has transitioned from the other property and over to the new property that we've got here. And that's what May was all about. And we're still slowly transitioning. But anyway, that's a 4x8. That's a 4x8. That's a 4x8. A 4x4 and a 4x4. So 8 and 8 is 16, and 8 and another 8 is another 16. 32 square foot of raised bed garden that we've got here already. And I told you before how on the other side of that white fence over there is where we're going to put in our raised bed gardens. And the lawnmower that came out of the box there it's a push mower, and I got one with the bagger, so you can see how we've started mowing, and we've mowed a whole bunch. Well, actually, I didn't mow. The boys mowed, and they cut a little path, mowed a little path through here, and they would push the lawnmower up here or carry the bag off the back of the lawnmower up here, and right up here next to this, that's where we're going to park the lawnmower, the riding mower, or the tractor, or whatever. I thought about using that as a chicken coop, but I think that we need to kind of keep that for parking the tractor and lawnmower underneath. But anyway, right here you can see how we've been dumping, and I already got a good little pile there. And that's the beginnings of a compost pile here. But on this side of this little building here, let me zoom out a little bit. Is that the zoom out? Yeah. I'm going to build kind of starting here. I'm gonna extend this structure out, and maybe as big again as this is, coming this way, and I'm going to turn that into chicken coop. So I'll still have my parking for the tractor, have the chicken coop here, and we'll do our composting and everything all up in here and around, and just let the chickens come out and just scratch around in it, look for bugs, and you know, they'll eat odds and ends that we put in the compost, and they'll make eggs, and they'll grow eggs for us. But this will all be chicken domain, all out in here. Chickens go out all out in there, and of course I got, you know, that fence. They can't get through that fence, but they can go down there and go around, go all out in the trees, and then back this way. And this will be chicken domain. And just let them enjoy. And they'll grow, they'll multiply, we'll have a bunch of little baby chickies, and we'll end up with a bunch of chickens making eggs. And we want to get it to a point to where up to this fence, I'm thinking, so I've got to drive through here, through there to go into the back 40 area, all that back there. And but I'm thinking, you know, just have my little drive here, and then next to the cottage, I'm going to park a little camper there, and you know, a couple of the kids will be renovating that camper. And the reason I park it there is because it has hookup for RV. It's got electric hookup, and there's water hookup as well, and potentially hook up to a septic system, potentially, you know, because we are on septic here, and so maybe we'll be able to get that done. But I'm thinking, you know, on this side of the my little drive that I've got here to go through to back there, I'm thinking all this I might turn into gardens, turn into raised bed gardens. I just don't want the chickens in there. But no matter where we put a garden, the chickens will want to go through. So anyway, that's what I'm doing today. This morning, I got home from work, and it's kind of a hot day already. I think it's around 10:30 in the morning. I started the coffee. Everybody else, I think, is, I don't know if they're awake or not, but they're not in the main part of the house, so I don't really know. But anyway, check this out. I love that swing. And when the sun gets over and the tree provides good shade, that's a perfect place to sit, because of course it's got bird poop on it right now, but we're in a spot here where we really get some good shade, and some you can tell how this is, and we get a breeze through here, because it's a difference in temperature between out there where the sun's heating it up and in here where it's shaded. And you end up with, because heat rises, right? The shady area is cool. Out there the heat rises, so it kind of causes the cold air to fall and the hot air to come up, and you end up with a nice little breeze coming through. And so I sit here, and like after my coffee gets started, or it gets to a point to where I can bring it out and sit here and drink me a cup of coffee, then that's what I'm going to do. And over there's where I'm putting the coffee grounds. If you watch my other videos, you'll know why I'm saving the coffee grounds. And I'm doing that because I want to put them in the raised bed gardens, mix them in with the dirt that we're going to do for out here in our raised bed gardens. And because the earthworms love coffee grounds. They like their caffeine just like we do. But anyway, the worms will eat up the compost and the coffee grounds and everything we put in there, and they'll be lively and active, and they'll make good worm castings into the dirt, which, the, what do you call it, the little ecosystem inside the dirt for the raised beds becomes a better ecosystem for the plants and their roots, and we'll be able to have some healthy soil with some healthy plants out here. Yesterday, down here next to that tree right there, that's like an old cedar where the top's been kind of messed up a little bit, but just on this side of it, we were seeing what looked like smoke coming up, like something was burning a little bit out there. And then I realized I'd seen a turkey walking around. That turkey was scratching around in the dirt and taking a dirt bath. You know how birds do, chickens do, turkeys do the same thing. They take a dirt bath and get it all in their feathers and everything, and it helps get rid of bugs and different things that they need to get rid of in their feathers and on their skin. So, got a lot of nature here. A lot of nature. Yeah, see how we got that? All that. Kenneth and Joshua did some good mowing and cleaning up. Looks great. But anyway, that's what I'm doing this morning. I'm gonna go get me a cup of coffee now. That's the back 40 right there. The new back 40. Much better than the old back 40, in my opinion.